Have you ever just vanished? No drama, no goodbye speech, no, sorry, not now. You just stop replying. Messages stay unread, calls go silent. You basically evaporate. And here's the strange part. You don't feel like a villain. You feel tired. Just a human who ran out of words. Maybe this is you, or maybe it's someone you're trying to understand. Because disappearing without explaining, it's not just rude. It's a language, a quiet one. Let's see what is actually happening inside. First, the type nobody suspects of bad intentions. Some people disappear not because they don't care, but because they care too much. Imagine this. Someone close texts you, a simple question. But the answer? No. The answer is heavy. It brings emotions, expectations, maybe conflict. So you think, I'll reply later when I have energy. A day passes, then two, and then it feels too awkward to reply. Psychologically, this isn't running from a person. It's running from your own emotional overwhelm. These people are terrified of saying the wrong thing. So instead of a messy answer, they choose silence. If this is you, you probably think silence hurts less than awkward honesty. Spoiler, it usually doesn't. Then there is another type. For them, disappearing is self-defense. They aren't angry, they aren't manipulating, they just shut down. Imagine someone who is always there, always available, always fine. And then, snap. Work, pressure, exhaustion. The brain just says, stop, enough. It's like turning off the lights in a room that got too bright. Explaining feels like one more task on a list that is already full. They usually come back, later, when they recharge. But the silence in between? That's survival mode. But here's the twist. For some, disappearing isn't defense. It's an escape from reality. These are people who cannot handle endings, conversations, relationships, conflicts. When things get uncomfortable, they walk away, not because they are cold, but because they don't know how to be present in difficult emotions. Saying, I'm not ready, requires maturity. Disappearing? That's easy. It avoids the reaction. If this is you, you know that relief you feel when you vanish, and the anxiety that comes right after. And finally, the quiet type. People who disappear because they don't feel they deserve space. They don't want to be a burden. They think, if I don't text, nothing changes. Nobody is looking for me anyway. Psychologically, this is low self-worth. They don't disappear dramatically, they just fade out. And sadly, they don't realize that their absence actually hurts. So, disappearing is rarely random. For the person left behind, it feels like a slap in the face. But for the ghost, it might be the only way they know how to cope. If you recognized yourself, ask, what am I running from? And if you recognized someone else, maybe their silence isn't about you at all. Maybe words are just too heavy for them right now. So, which type are you? The protector? The exhausted? The avoider? Or the one fading away? Think about it. And if you want to dig deeper, you know where to find us.